The most elegant woman in any room is rarely wearing the most. She is just wearing the right things. Welcome back to Still That Woman, where elegance is not something you grow out of. It is something you grow into. If you are new here, stay. This channel was built for women over 60 who know that style is not about chasing trends. It is about knowing yourself so well that everything you put on tells the truth about who you are. Before we get into it, if this channel has ever made you think, go ahead and subscribe. You belong here. Drop a comment and tell me where you are watching from. I genuinely want to know who is in this room with me today. Now, for accessories. Not a long list. Just 4 pieces that the most elegantly dressed women over 60 reach for consistently, quietly, and without hesitation. These do the most work with the least noise. Let us get into it. 1. A watch that has nothing to prove. Not a smartwatch. Not something with more functions than your television remote. A classic timepiece, clean face, quality strap, calm presence. Here is what most people miss about a watch. It is not there to tell time. Everyone has a phone for that. A watch on the wrist of a woman over 60 communicates composure. When you glance at your wrist instead of fumbling through your bag, you say something without a single word. You say, I am unhurried. I arrived with intention. I know exactly where I am going. That is a lot of communication from one small piece of metal and leather. It does not need to be expensive. It needs to be considered. A leather strap in cognac, camel, or deep burgundy. A slim metal bracelet in gold or silver that catches light without being loud. A clean face with minimal detail. Simple enough for every day. Refined enough to quietly elevate everything it touches. Find one. Wear it. Let it become part of how people recognize you before you even speak. 2. A silk scarf worn anyway except the obvious. Before your mind goes to a scarf tied neatly under the chin like a 1963 photograph, stop. That was a moment. The moment passed. We have evolved. The silk scarf in the hands of an elegant woman today is one of the most versatile accessories in existence. The problem is most women are still thinking of it as something that only belongs around the neck. Let me expand that thinking. Tie it around the handle of a structured bag and that bag suddenly has a personality. Knot it at the wrist like a bracelet that moves when you move. Thread it through belt loops and let it hang softly at the hip. Drape it over one shoulder of a plain blazer, and watch the whole outfit shift from basic to considered in 4 seconds. The silk scarf adds something color alone cannot. Dimension. Movement. The convincing suggestion that you gave real thought to your morning, even on the mornings you absolutely did not. Look for silk or a quality blend. A print that genuinely interests you, not one that just feels safe. Something that when someone catches a glimpse of it, they want a closer look. That second glance is the whole point. And go generous with the size. A large scarf gives you options. A small one gives you the 1963 look we already agreed we are leaving behind. We are halfway through and I need to ask, do you own either of these first 2 pieces? Because if you do and you have not been using them the way we just described, that changes today. If this video is making you think like it right now, it tells the algorithm that this kind of content deserves to reach more women. And if you are not subscribed yet, now is a good time. Still That Woman posts consistently and I would hate for you to miss what is coming. 2 more. These are the ones people always underestimate. 3. A statement earring that does not shout. Read that again. Statement. Not noise. There is a version of the statement earring that competes with everything around it. The outfit, the room, the conversation. That version is exhausting. That is not what we are talking about. The earring I mean has visual weight and real personality, while still understanding what elegance requires. A sculptural gold drop. A large pearl, genuine or beautifully made faux, that sits with quiet authority. A modern geometric in matte black or brushed silver. Presence without announcement. For women over 60, the statement earring is strategically powerful in a very practical way. It draws the eye upward, toward the face, toward expression. That is always the right move. The rule is firm. One statement piece leads, everything else steps back. No statement earring stacked on a statement necklace. That is not layering, that is a collision. One piece leads. The rest supports. That is how a look stays refined. And do not be afraid of size. Wear it fully. Do not apologize for it. 4. A signature fragrance you have actually committed to. Yes, this counts. It has always counted. Some of us just needed someone to say it directly. Fragrance is not something you spray on and forget. The most elegant women, the ones remembered after they leave a room, not just noticed while in it, have made a deliberate, committed fragrance choice. Not a rotation of 15 options. One scent. Hers. One that arrives just before she does and lingers just after she has gone. That is presence. That is the thing people cannot explain but absolutely feel. For women over 60, the most refined fragrance families are warm orientals, soft musks, sophisticated woods and rich florals that lean warm rather than sharp. Not aggressive. Warm, layered, complex. The kind of scent that makes someone lean slightly closer before they realize they are doing it. Apply to pulse points. Let it settle. Then leave it alone. A confident woman does not nervously reapply. She put it on. She trusts it. She has places to be. If you have not found yours yet, give yourself permission to take that search seriously. Try things on your skin, not on paper. Live with a sample for a full day. Because once you find it, it becomes part of how people know you. That is not a small thing. For accessories, a watch that speaks composure. A silk scarf that adds dimension any way you wear it. A statement earring that draws the eye exactly where it belongs. And a fragrance that makes you remembered. No major budget required. No wardrobe overhaul. Just intention, knowing what you are reaching for and why. An intention is completely free. Subscribe if you have not. Share this with a woman who needs to hear it. And remember, you are still that woman. You were never not.